Cris the Girl, and today in this video we're gonna be hanging out at home. What you just saw before this intro was actually taken a few days ago, to be honest with you, like this past weekend, because I thought I was gonna do this a little bit earlier, but then spooky season, it waits for no person, am I right? So here we are a few days later, but it was such a nice morning that I wanted to share it with you all as well. That's not a typical morning for me, for sure. That's a weekend morning right there. But anyways, today I wanted to sit down and chat with you all because we have been living here in Tennessee now for over a month. And so I wanted to just kind of share my thoughts, my feelings on it. If you all are new here, first of all, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out the channel. This is a heck of a video to click on, but I appreciate you being here. We, as I stated, just moved here to Tennessee, and we were living in Florida for a while, myself and my fiance, and also our dog Bella. When I started my channel, actually I started my channel in Pennsylvania, but for the majority of my videos, we have been in Florida. And now this is our first time, besides like the odd road trip and stuff, that I am living in a new state. So that's been a whole thing, and it's been a lot of fun to take you all along with me on, especially because this is something that I tend to do quite a lot. This is my, let me think, I've lived in a bunch of other states before Tennessee. So this is something that I am very familiar with, just packing up and moving to a new state and just kind of seeing what happens. So it's really cool now to have a YouTube channel to take you all along with me on that adventure, and so many of you have been so incredibly supportive. That's our air conditioning, obviously. So many of you have been very, very supportive of it, and I just appreciate it so much. And I've been getting a lot of comments on my previous videos of like, girl, you look so happy. Like, you look so much happier than I've like ever seen you before, and it's clear that like Tennessee has just been the right move for you, and it really has been. So spoiler alert, okay, if you don't want to hear anything else, spoiler alert, it's been going great, and I have not made that a secret or anything. Like, I have definitely said that in many videos, almost every single video I feel like, of how much I am just thoroughly loving living here in Tennessee. But anyway, I thought in this video I would just kind of go into a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more detail on it, some of my, again, thoughts and feelings and such. So honestly, we should be going out Halloween shopping. I have a list. I have a list of places that we gotta hit, but we've been going so hard lately, and I really just want to kind of stay home, gather myself a little bit, and then we're gonna go back out at it again tomorrow. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. So thank you so much for clicking on the video. I hope that you enjoy it. Grab a snack and grab a drink, get comfy cozy, because we're just having a good old-fashioned chit chat here together. Let's go inside because it is very hot and I have a long sleeve shirt on, and let's go. All right, figured we could pop a squat here in front of the Summerween mantle place, chit chat for a little bit. So yeah, Tennessee has been wonderful so far. Again, spoiler alert here, there's not really going to be anything like crazy being said here, I don't think, but it has been wonderful so far. I'm going to just speak for myself here personally. I have always loved this part of the country. It's always been one of my most favorite places to come and visit, and I have been going to like the Smoky Mountain National Park and such for the longest time. Like, when I was a kid, this is a place, an area that we used to come to all the time, and my parents, when they started living full-time in an RV, would come to this area quite often and camp and just enjoy it. And it is so beautiful here. It's so beautiful and peaceful to me. So to be able to live here is really just, honestly, it's beyond a dream come true. Like, it blows my mind every single day that this is where I live. is in this part of the country. You know, just driving around to the various stores that we have been to or wherever else we're going, and off in the distance you see mountains and like hills and these beautiful, gorgeous houses. Like I've seen some of the most beautiful houses I've ever seen out here, and it's just like, wow, I live here now, and that is so wild to me. It makes me think, like, it makes me wonder, how have I never lived here before? How have I never made this a priority before? I've lived out west a lot. I've lived in Oregon, I've lived in Arizona, I've lived in Wyoming. Like I've done a lot of out west living. I also finally had a chance to live in the Northeast in Pennsylvania, not super Northeast, but you know, it's over there. And I don't know, like I'm not sure why I've never made this area more of a priority, because I've just always loved it so much. It's kind of like been baffling my brain for a little while now. Like this past month, it's like, why didn't I not move here sooner? Like that's been my mindset, is why did I not move here sooner? I don't understand it, but it doesn't matter. Everything works out the way that it's supposed to. So I'm not saying that like as a regret or whatever. It's just like, I don't know, I've just always loved this part of the country, so it's like, why wouldn't I have come here sooner? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We're here now. Yeah, it really has been a dream come true. I personally am a huge fan of nature, of being outside, of trees and forests and streams and all of that stuff. Like that's what makes me feel at peace. That's what just makes my soul feel alive. And just seeing, just in this short amount of time, the amazing things that I've seen is just like, wow, I feel so comfortable here. Like I just feel like I feel more at home here, honestly, almost than I ever did in Florida. And Florida is always going to be my home. It's always going to be the place where I grew up. Like you can't change that, obviously. So like I've spent a majority of my life in Florida, and that's never going to change. No one can ever take that away from me. So it's always going to be home, but I feel very at home here. Whenever I was living in Florida, I feel like I was constantly just like, when am I going to get out of this state, to be honest with you? Like always. I'm not just talking about the past few years here. I'm talking my entire life has always been, when can I get out of this state? Because I want to see the rest of the country. I want to live in other parts of the country and experience new things and all of that stuff. So thus, because of that, I have lived in multiple states, obviously. So even though I've spent so much time in Florida, and there's so many wonderful things about Florida and things that I know that I will miss eventually. And of course the people there, like that's the most important thing. You know, my friends are there in Florida, so I miss them the most. And I do firmly believe that it's the people that make a place your home. But as far as anything else, I don't miss it at all. And this level of peace and comfort that I feel here in Tennessee, just in the short amount of time that I've been here, is something that I never really felt in Florida, to be honest with you. And I've never really felt basically anywhere that I've lived. I feel like I've always kind of been chasing that feeling of like, oh, okay, this is home. Oh, okay, I could live here for a while. I don't know that I've ever felt that at any point in my life except right now. And maybe some of that could be due to the fact of I'm getting older. And maybe as you get older, you kind of feel that need to just settle down a little bit. I've moved again just all over this country, and I'm kind of over it at this point. Like I'd like to settle in and just focus on other things and such. So I don't know, that could be a big reason for it too. But I think in general, it's just something that you feel inside. When you're in the right place, you know that you're in the right place. And I have always felt that here, even prior when we were just visiting and stuff. I've always felt like so comfortable here. And so yeah, it's been kind of amazing to reflect on that, and just kind of really embrace that feeling of peace, which is what I feel like I've just been trying to grasp and to hold on to for so long now. And it's definitely not perfect. It's not 100%, and that's not on Tennessee per se, but just life in general. It's never going to be 100%. Obviously, there's always going to be chaos and, you know, all of that stuff going on. But as far as a home goes, as far as being in a place, I just feel very comfortable here. I feel very happy here. We're very lucky that we found this place. Again, if you're new here, oh my gosh, you guys, like, it was a nightmare trying to find a home when you live in another state. Like, it was a nightmare. I have a whole video on it about the nightmare that was trying to find a home. I do a whole big story time on it if you're interested, but to summarize, it was a nightmare, and I was very, 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 very concerned that we were going to be moving into a crap hole and that it was just not gonna work out. And it turned out to be the exact opposite of that. This is the nicest, best place I think I've ever lived in. Like, it is so wonderful here. The neighborhood is just lovely, and it's quiet, and the neighbors are really nice. We met our next door. I've met both of our next door neighbors and the neighbors across the street, and I feel safe here. I feel like we could leave our doors unlocked if we really wanted to, and it's just been, you know, there's not like huge raging parties every weekend and oh my gosh, it's Friday, like what are the neighbors gonna do now? Like, that was our reality for years. The past few years, and is, as an introvert like I am, as a person who really, really, really values quiet and peace and like just all of that, living here has been a blessing. It's just been such a blessing. This is a dream. This is 100% a dream come true for me, and exactly what I needed at this point in time in my life right now, and something that I have needed for what I realize now a really long time. Like, I'm realizing that now. I've realized it this entire time, but now I'm like, okay, yeah, because this is the first time in a long time that I moved somewhere that I really wanted to be, and that's kind of sad. When you think about it, but that's the reality of the situation, is that I'm finally living in a place again that I chose, that I wanted to be in. So I feel like that makes a surprise, but that makes a big difference, you know, in your happiness and in your peace and all of that. So I feel like I am finally taking back control of my life, is how I feel being here in Tennessee and doing the things that I actually want to do and being in the place that I actually want to be in. I feel like I am finally taking back my life again and living my life again the way that I want to live it. Again, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect situation. No situation ever is going to be that way, but it's certainly better than what it was. So I'm so happy to be here. Like, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm thrilled that so many of you have noticed. Again, you've been leaving me comments. I think I get one like pretty much every single video, at least one. Cris, you look so happy. You look so happy. Tennessee is treating you well. Like, I can tell you are so much happier now, and you're right. And I'm not even trying. Like, I'm not even trying to put on a show for you or whatever of like, oh, I'm happy we're in Tennessee. No, like, I am legitimately beyond pleased to be here. And I'm so happy that you guys see that difference in me. One of the things too, which I wanted to talk about, hopefully just a little bit here. I don't want to go on a tangent, but it is me, so, you know. There were so many reasons why I wanted to leave Florida, and that video is out there. I have put that out there. So if you want to watch it, it's out there, why, you know, we're moving from Florida and stuff, and I listed some reasons why. Again, like, just being here now for a month just really helped solidify those reasons for me. And one of those huge reasons too is I had to start living a life outside. I wanted to move on from my past. I wanted to move on from clinging on to Disney, you know? If you're new here, welcome, again. But if you all don't know, Disney was a huge part of my life, huge part of my past, and I have shared that endlessly on this channel, just endlessly. And these past few years have been devastating. I'm sorry, it's hard to talk about, but I really want to talk about this with you all because I really want to solidify how important it is for me to be here right now. I can imagine to some people it seems really stupid to be so emotionally invested in a theme park, and I completely understand how stupid that sounds. But if you've had the past that I have had, if you've had the relationship with it that I have had, it's so hard because that place was my home. I always considered it my home. I grew up in those theme parks, and you know, my mom worked there. I worked there. It was literally the only job I ever wanted to do was to work at Disney. And I spent all my free time there, and some of the best memories of my life have been there. You invest so much time and money and love and just all of this into this one thing. It's your happy place. Like it's your happy place. It's the place that you go to when you want to have a good time and have fun and relive those memories and make new ones. And when that same place someone just goes through with a freaking wrecking ball and just takes away all of the things that you love the most about it, I don't know how to handle that. I don't know how to move past that. I don't know how to sit here, especially with a YouTube channel, like living in Florida and covering Disney content. I don't know how to sit here and tell you all, like, yay, I'm excited. This is great. Can't wait to see it. Or even just be apathetic about it and be like, yeah, it happens, but we're gonna move on. I don't know how to do that. That's something that I have always struggled with. I wear my heart on my sleeve. How I feel is how I feel, and everybody knows it. Period. Period. The things that they are doing inside of those theme parks is absolutely devastating. And just within this past month, they have closed down 2 things that just meant the entire world to me. And I don't know how to move past that. I don't know how to move past that. I don't know how I'm supposed to go inside of those theme parks anymore and just be okay. You know, like it's so heartbreaking to me. You know, even though I'm not living in that state anymore and I'm not covering that content anymore, like you guys, I've just been sitting over here like crying my eyes out over it. Not like every day or whatever, but like, you know, I know the days that they closed, and it was just so hard to like get over the fact that like this stuff isn't going to be there anymore. And then you have to see people on social media be so happy about it. And it's like, I just feel like I'm in crazy land right now, and it's just hard. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I am so glad I do not live in that state anymore and see it happen like in real time, like right down the street from me. Like, that's just heartbreaking. Clearly, in my opinion, the universe to me is just like, move on. You have to move on. You have to cut the ties of Disney and move on from it, because you just have to, clearly, because yeah, everything that I loved is gone. Everything that I loved there is gone. I don't want to say it's okay, because it's not okay. I will never forgive them for this, and I know that there are thousands of us out there who are grieving over this and just think it's absolutely terrible, like I do. So no, it's not okay. It's absolutely not okay. But I do want to move on from it. And I think that I would have had an extremely hard time moving on from it if I was still living in Florida. At least here in Tennessee, I'm in a completely different state, and I can focus on so many other things. And I am really, really happy about that. Again, like, I'm sure all of this seems really stupid if you're not in the theme park community, if you don't have that connection with a theme park. I get it. I envy you to no end. And I really hope to be that myself, to be honest. Like, I would love to just not care anymore. I really would. And honestly, like, I think I'm at a point where I am going to just pretend like they still exist, to be honest with you. Like, that's how bad it is over here, is like, I'm just not gonna accept it. I'm just not gonna accept it. I'm just going to, I'm choosing to live in a world where MGM Studios still exist, the Muppets are still there, and they haven't gone anywhere. And I'm choosing to live in a world where the Riverboat and Rivers of America still exist. Period. End of story. And I will just never go to Disney World ever again for the rest of my life. And honestly, I'm okay with that. That's fine. There's nothing left for me there anyway, and I just don't ever want to come back. Ever. That's where we're at right now. And it's fine, because I just simply need to move on, and I do want to move on. And it was a big reason why I wanted to move away from Florida in the first place, and I do not regret that decision. With every fiber of my being, I do not regret that decision. I am so happy to be here and so happy to be away from all of that crap. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I don't want to be associated with it anymore. I am so ready to move on into a direction that I actually want to go down. And I am very happy about that. And all of that being said, I don't regret anything that happened in Florida. I don't regret the videos that I've made. I don't regret doing Disney videos, Universal videos, all of that stuff. It was all meant to be. It was all supposed to happen the way it was supposed to happen. No regrets. Very happy I got to make those videos, because those are so important to me, to be able to share with you all my memories, my cast members' stories, the things that I have learned. Like, that's amazing. That was my dream when I started YouTube, was like, that would be really cool. Like, if someday I would be able to do that, like, that would be awesome, because I feel like I had a lot to share, and I got to do that. And I'm so happy that I did. And now I'm so happy to move on from that and do other things. So that's that. I kind of just wanted to share that. Mostly, again, because it just ties into, you know, how I'm feeling about moving here to Tennessee, but also just because that has been something that I've been dealing with and struggling with behind the scenes over here, because all of that stuff closed very recently, and it's just been heartbreaking. It's been heartbreaking for me, and hard, difficult, very difficult. But yeah, all of that being said, that's heavy topics there. Also, if you are new here, I should have probably mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but we moved to the Knoxville area of Tennessee, and I really love it here. I am very much falling in love with Knoxville for sure. And I'll say this, so more of the fun stuff here, okay? So I have really been enjoying all of the little towns and like neighborhoods in the Knoxville area. Like, I've been able to go We've been a lot of places, mostly because of Halloween shopping. That's been very helpful to get me like familiar with the Knoxville area, so that's been good. But yeah, every single little area that I've been to has been really nice, like really, really, really nice. I'm super impressed. So that's been really cool. And of course, the end goal for all of this, again, if you're new here, if you don't know, is to buy a house. I want to buy a house and have my parents live with me and have enough space and all of that stuff so we both have our spaces. We're not going to be on top of each other, this, that, and the other thing. But that's ultimately the goal here. So eventually buying a house is hopefully going to be in the cards. And so I'm keeping that in the back of my mind as I'm driving around here, like, okay, where could we live? And I do like the area that we're in right now, so it's definitely on the table because I really do like it. But I'm keeping my options open for other parts in the Knoxville area. And I've just really, really liked all of the neighborhoods, all of the little towns that I've driven through. I've very much liked a lot. They have all of the stores here. They have all of our stores here except for IKEA. And am I missing one? Probably am, but I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We have only one at home, but they are friendly towards Halloween, so yay, I will take it. And yeah, we've been really lucky with the stores for Halloween shopping. That's very important to me, clearly, so that's all been going swimmingly well. And lots of really cool restaurants, lots of cool like little shops that I've seen on the side of the road. And so I'm excited to get to a point where we can explore more. Right now, Halloween is taking over my entire life, as it usually does during this time of the year. Eventually it's gonna end. It always ends. So we'll be able to explore more and do more adventures once that happens. But for right now, obviously we're hitting Halloween hard. But I'm really looking forward to that. We've already tried like a couple of restaurants and things like in the area, both on and off camera. And so that's been really fun. I'd say probably the biggest adjustment that I've had so far, I should mention at the time of this recording, it's July. So we have not hit fall yet. We have not hit winter yet. I'll talk to you all then, okay? Because I know it's gonna get cold here real quick, and I don't know if I am ready for it, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But anyways, I would say so far, the biggest thing that I have struggled with is just driving, because we live in a mountainous area now, and I'm so used to Florida, driving in Florida, and it's flat and it's straight, and there's very little like hairbend turns and like driving through the mountains, and it's like, oh God, I'm driving like a granny, because I'm like, I'm scared. You know, people come up behind you and they want to go fast, and it's like, how can you go fast? This is really scary. So that's been the biggest adjustment for me personally, is just getting used to driving on mountain roads and the large curves, and all of that just really kind of scares me to no end, to be honest with you. But obviously we're pushing through it because I don't have a choice. Other than that, that's really just been about it. I mean, in general, if you want to get to the nitty gritty, like it's a lot easier living here than it was in Florida. Like, you can get to the places that you want to go quickly. And we live in a rural spot. Like, we're not like right around the corner from a gas station or whatever, but at the same time, we get there quick because the traffic here is not as bad as it is in Florida. So that's been really, really nice. And yeah, it just feels like a lot more accessible in a way. Obviously living close to like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg has been really awesome. Unfortunately, I haven't had much time to spend much time in that area. Again, Halloween shopping is taking over my life right now, but I'm very much looking forward to doing more things over there once this settles down a little bit. I'm definitely going to be tagging along with Tampa Jay on some of his videos that he's going to do in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, you know, mini golfs and museums and things like that, where I don't think I'm going to film it, but I want to be a part of it. I'm like, don't do this without me. I want to do this too. So I'm excited to do that at some point in the future. And yeah, just keep exploring this really awesome place. Oh, I want to get some hiking shoes. That's something that is high on my list here, is I want to invest in some good hiking shoes because we got to go hiking, you guys. Now, it's been really hot here, and again, Halloween's taking over my life. So no, we have not been able to spend the time in nature that I was really hoping to. We've done a few things, but not a ton. So that's definitely on my mind and something that I want to do soon, because that was a huge reason why I wanted to move here. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's all in good time. You know, it's all in good time. We've only been here a month and a week, so we've got a lot of time to do these things. So I'm not worried about it. And again, it's been kind of hot, but the weather has been nice. Okay, it's been nice here. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's been hot. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. It is hot, but it is nowhere near as miserable and disgusting as it is in Florida. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's wonderful. So I will take it. I will take it. I will take it. Bella's really been enjoying it too. She loves the backyard. She loves walking around in our neighborhood. I'm excited to take her on hopefully some hikes and stuff in the future as well, go to parks or whatever too. So she's having a great time. She's adjusting very, very well, and she really likes the house. She has her certain spots and whatnot. So that's been good. And it's been really fun decorating the house too. Like it's been so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to all of the Halloween and Christmas decorating that we're gonna be doing for the rest of the year. And it's also been great being closer to our pals, Mark Muncy and Carrie Schultz. That's been wonderful too. I'm excited to spend more time with them. I'm excited to do more conventions around here. CreepyCon is coming up, y'all. So if you were thinking about going, I'm just saying, I'm excited to check out the local conventions here. It's been amazing. It really, really, really has just been such a positive event in my life. And I absolutely love it here. And I just can't wait for all of the things in the future that go along with it. I'm so happy to be here. And yeah, I think that's all that I really had to say about it. Again, like I just wanted to share a little bit more in depth of my thoughts and feelings on it. We made a big show about we're moving from Florida and we're going to Tennessee and here's why, and all of this stuff. So I just kind of wanted to keep going with that a little bit in case anybody was interested, which I'm sure probably not a lot of people are, but here we are. Or maybe if you out there are thinking about moving to Tennessee, I don't know, those are just some of the highlights for me. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to everything. Looking forward to fall, real autumn stuff, leaves changing, weather being nice. Like hello, like I can't possibly even think about waiting. Christmas time, I'm excited for that. Like again, can't state it enough. This is just one of the most positive events that has happened in my life, is moving here to Tennessee. Oh, and also all of the people that have reached out to me so far. We've met a couple of viewers out there in the reel, but a lot of you in my comments, a lot of you send me emails and such who live here, who live in the area, who've been helping me out with Halloween shopping or just in general welcoming us to Tennessee and all of that stuff. You all have been just the sweetest, nicest people. And I gotta say, like, everybody pretty much every single person that I've met and come in contact with here in Tennessee have just been so incredibly nice. So nice. And that's just been wonderful too. So yeah, a lot of positives, you guys. A lot of positives. Basically no negatives at this point. Really and truly, like, I can't think of anything. The hardest thing has just been learning how to drive. And I feel like I get more and more comfortable with it every time. So yeah, it's just been wonderful. And I appreciate you all coming along with me, for being with me on this journey, and for being so supportive. It means so much to me. It's such a blessing and an honor to have a YouTube channel and to have people who watch the videos. That's not something that everybody gets. That's not something that everybody has. And I just never want to take that for granted. And I'm just so thankful for you all and the fact that I have this platform and you guys want to watch the videos. So thank you, thank you, thank you all. Thank you very much. So I think with all of that being said, I'll probably just go ahead and wrap up the video. That way it's not too terribly long here for you. Just wanted to chit chat a little bit, let you know how it's going over here. So, you guys, Halloween. It is happening. It is here. It is taking over my entire life, as I have said 5,000 times. So I will probably be seeing you all tomorrow with another Halloween shopping video, and maybe the day after that, possibly the day after that. I don't know, but it's just, now is the time. July is the busy season, and the stores are putting out their stuff, and I'm trying my best to cover it as much as I can, and try not to go bankrupt in the process. So yeah, lots of Halloween shopping videos coming up here, but lots of other adventures too. I promise they will be coming. I'm trying to put them in as well as the Halloween shopping stuff, but it's really, really, really hard because, again, this is the busy season. So it kind of is what it is, but yeah, we'll be doing other things at some point. And thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different for the channel here, but this was fun. I enjoyed it. I feel better, like, getting that kind of out there into the world. Again, nothing shocking, really, I suppose, probably, but still something that I wanted to share. I wanted to put it out there into the universe and just say how happy I am to be here, and just blessed and grateful and thankful that I'm here. That I'm here, and that I'm here, and that I'm here. So there's that. So okay, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I will see you probably tomorrow. I was about to say happy Halloween. Oh, whatever. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.